Coming up in today's episode.
Sour. Not nice. Yeah, that's a choice. And then it started raining like in crazy, like in typical Thailand weather. Luckily there was a little cafe just right next to it, which we ran into just to grab a quick bite.
We're Quentin and VNA, two guys trying to visit 40 countries before we turn 40.
We're taking the world on by trying to explore different countries, cultures, food, and by being as adventurous as possible.
We decided to film all of this for our future selves to look back on for one day when we are older. So let's go on a Kiwi travel adventure.
Sawadee future Quentin!
And Sawadee future VNA!
And to all our friends and family watching, and today we are taking you to Chiang Mai! Sawadee Ka! There's a new day in the workroom. We are at the bus station. This is our bus. That's the old buses. This is the bus station. And we are on our way to Chiang Mai. So we took the bus from Chiang Rai to go to Chiang Mai. So we took what they call the green bus. We took the VIP version, which was very nice because it was also cheap as well. But the seats were quite big, which was absolutely awesome. And it actually took us a bit faster than we thought. We thought the bus ride would be about 3 hours, but it was only about 2 hours, which was great. And yeah, so that was just absolutely awesome. We grabbed some snacks, local snacks, and then we had that on the bus, and it was actually a good bus ride. And then we arrived in Chiang Mai. Finally, first off, we obviously went to our apartment, which is called the Blue Cafe apartment, which was truly incredible.
We have just arrived in Chiang Mai and we've just checked into our beautiful stay for the next 2 evenings, and this is the lounge. And then if you go this way, you'll see our beautiful cupboard, the mirror, the dresser, and our beautiful bathroom, a lovely huge shower, a beautiful round mirror, and then into the beautiful deluxe bed. But wait, there's more. If we go all the way through here, you will see our beautiful kitchen and our view out on the garden. Oh, it's my favorite tree. It's the old tree fika outside.
And how much is this place per night?
And this could be yours for only 200 Rand a night, 199 a night. After checking into our hotel, we then took a trip down to the Silver Temple, which was another must-do for us. As you enter the complex, there is this beautiful golden temple that greets you. Just on the side of it was the Silver Temple. When we bought our tickets, we were treated to some beautiful souvenirs with some silver engravings put onto a wooden thing, and that was quite wonderful. As we entered, there were monks. It was quite quiet, and at the Silver Temple specifically, women are not allowed to go in because of what is housed inside, which is all the relics, books, artifacts remaining to the Buddhist religion and particularly Buddha. So women were not allowed inside at all because females could disturb men and give them reason to think unholy thoughts. But the Silver Temple on the outside, it has the most incredible engravings of all things related to the religion, and more specifically detail of slavery and how slaves were liberated all over the world. We even saw Sarki Bartman there. As you entered, from the floor to the ceiling, everywhere there was detail of these beautiful silver engravings, stories of Buddha, stories of freedom. It was just a beautiful, never-ending story. And there was this beautiful, beautiful Buddha right in front of you and some smaller Buddhas all around it. And of course, I had to take a moment just to sit there, meditate and take it all in. As we exited the Silver Temple, on the side again these beautiful engravings continued, and at the back there was this particular section where again they've brought in the superheroes, so there was engraving of them as well. Right next to that was this beautiful little shop and a display of religious statues from the Hindu culture.
And then it started raining, like in crazy, like in typical Thailand weather. It just starts pouring down with rain. Luckily there was a little cafe just right next to it, so we ran into, I think it's called the Silver Cafe, which we ran into just to grab a quick bite and a drink. And then when the rain started clearing up, we then headed in and we walked to Chiang Mai Old Town. So this is obviously where the town started off, with all of the walls and so on. It was literally in a square, and then from there we walked straight almost to the middle where one of the main temples are, which is Wat Phra Singh. Now Wat Phra Singh, I think, was one of the big moments or realizations, I think, for us, because that's when we actually started seeing monks. But before that, so we got there and they were still busy with the service and so on, so we couldn't go into the main temple. So we thought, you know what, let's just walk around the outside first and then we'll check the main temple afterwards. And so first off, we obviously saw this golden pagoda, which was beautiful to see. So we walked around there and it was very gold, and luckily the sun wasn't shining too much, but it was so peaceful. We literally just sat there for a couple of minutes as well. We walked around the gardens there. There were some other smaller temples around that you could go in. There were also some of these smaller temples where there were some monks as well, and statues of monks, which was also quite awesome to see. And then from there on, there were also some of these bells hanging, which was also quite interesting to see, that you could go and touch for good luck. And then from there on, we started heading towards the big temple.
When we entered the big temple, we didn't take in the temple first because all the monks were there. So it was just so beautiful seeing them in the actual temple. They were busy cleaning everything and just getting everything ready for the next session that they were going to have. But it was just so wonderful seeing all of them in the environment, communicating with one another and just being surrounded by them in a sacred temple that is being used. The temple, again, it was extraordinary. The Buddhas inside the temples are always so statuesque and so impressive because it really just grips you and it takes you to a place where you are completely tranquil. And of course, I had to sit down and meditate once again. After our visit at the beautiful temple, we took a boat to the night market scene where we just wanted to explore. When we arrived there, it was quite exciting, and we just took the night spending time exploring the different market items that they have there and the different hubs that they have there, and it was just one led into another. It was really a massive market experience. We didn't expect that at all, especially for a place that tiny and far removed from the main section from Bangkok. And then so it was just so wonderful seeing everything. And then of course the bargaining started. We were looking for clothing, specifically we were looking for shorts, but then we were surprised to see the singing bowls that I've wanted for so long, so we got that as well. And then we just checked out the food scene to see what it is that we can come and explore. After going through the entire market, we went for foot massage and then treated ourselves to dinner.
Let's have some khao soi. This is the traditional dish from Chiang Mai, where we are currently. So let's try it. It's basically some noodles that are fried on top. And there's some chicken, and we've got a little broth situation going on. And a noodle. Let's try this. It's quite nice. It's got a kick to it, like all Thai food. So I'm going to burn tomorrow in the toilet as well as now. Good morning. It is a new day in the world. We are at the 7-Eleven as always, having some breakfast while waiting for the boat to arrive with some Thai tea. And we are on our way to Doi Suthep on the mountain. So that's about a 45-minute drive. So we're just having a quick bite. This is like a croissant bread, which is very nice. We love
chicken
this.
and mushroom and mayo.
And we've got the famous 7-Eleven
Yes, the original.
and cheese sandwich.
What you take out.
Check,
Ooh,
check,
please
check.
don't fail us now.
Ooh. So let's go and have a good day. So it took us about 45 minutes with the boat once again to get there, because it's right up on top of the mountain. But when we arrived there, there was basically about 365 steps, so the same amount as days in the year that you have to take with these dragons on the side. Then you have to take these steps all the way up, and then finally we got there. The steps weren't that bad. I thought it would be, but it wasn't. I think it's because it was early morning or so. But then first again we started exploring the outside of the temple, which was absolutely beautiful to see. First, I think a lot of people always just run inside instead of just taking in what it looks like on the outside, because the outside detailing is absolutely incredible. I was actually there in 2008 when I was there in high school, but it changed completely. The outside doesn't even look the same anymore. I told Vianney while we were there, this is added and this was added and this was added, and it looks even more beautiful now than it did back then. Then we walked in, and all alongside the walls there's just a lot of these gold Buddhas, and then if you look towards the inside of the center part of it, then there's this huge gold pagoda. Now this is basically a pilgrimage site, we found out while we were there, for a lot of people that are Buddhists around the world, and they do come there because apparently one of Buddha's bones are inside this golden pagoda. So people literally walk around the pagoda, and then they do a set amount of prayers and so on, which was awesome to see and experience again in terms of different cultures and so on. We also went inside into one of the temples, where the monk then basically spoke to us very quickly. He thought Vianney was a soccer star, and then thereafter he blesses you and he gives you like a little blessing as well. So we did that, and as we came out, we saw there was this big commotion, and we thought, what is going on here? And it was so special because they were actually busy with a real Buddhist wedding, which we have obviously never seen before. It was so interesting to see what the songs, the music, obviously what they wear. They let the bride out. That's the part that we saw. We saw the ending of the wedding. So that was absolutely awesome to see. I really enjoyed that. So Doi Suthep in general was just awesome. There was also these good luck sticks that you need to shake and then it falls out. I did get one, but I must be honest, we still don't know. We did it a couple of times on our journey, but we still don't know what the meaning of it is. But yes, I think I got number 8 or 28 or something. And then thereafter we went back down to explore the rest of Chiang Mai for this day. Which is, we took the Song Tao down, which was an awesome experience because it's so hot. It was so good to have that fresh air coming in. And then we headed to
Chedi Luang, which was the center of the old city. But alongside of it, there were many other temples as well, which were quite beautiful. One wooden one specifically was there. So we entered, we went specifically to it. And as you approached it, there were just these beautiful orange figures that would just come your way and pass you by, and it was just absolutely amazing. We just thought it was just a ruin of a temple, but as you move closer, you would see at the top of it, there were these beautiful golden Buddhas that it held on every side of it, so you could see it from different angles. So that was just so beautiful. As we continued, there was another beautiful laying Buddha that was also wonderful to see, and at that point, the monks approached us to have a Q&A with Quentin to practice their English. It was just so amazing being around them. And as we continued out, we also saw that there was this get-together section where you could have conversations with the monks where they would practice their English, which was called the monk chat. And it's also something you can do on WhatsApp or something where you just communicate with them for conversational purposes. So that was really wonderful being in that ancient part of Chiang Mai, having an experience with the beautiful monks. It was just so wonderful, and it was a dream come true, especially for Quentin because he wanted to do it for so long.
Yes.
Thereafter, we just went out, had a quick bite, and we went back to the market section where we spent the rest of the evening exploring all the different food that they had.
We have smoked pork, chicken skewer, sour pork, Chiang Mai sausage.
Which you only find here?
Yeah, and this is the Thai sausage. Start with the sausages, okay? Thai sausage. That's very nice. I think it's cooked.
Different.
Oh, that's amazing. And this is the very special Chiang Mai sausage.
Nice.
Oh my god, the flavor doesn't stop. It's got wonderful flavor.
It's definitely interesting, but not for me.
Nice.
Burns too much.
Sour.
Sour. And not nice. Yeah, that's a choice. It's definitely sour. Maybe it's old.
After trying several street food, we went for another foot massage, which was just a wonderful way to always end the day, because it really was a miracle the next day, because then you would be ready for the new day.
So to conclude Chiang Mai, I think we got exactly what we wanted. So last year, obviously, we did the southern part of Thailand, but we really wanted to do the northern part, especially because I was there in 2008. So I knew it was completely different, and I really wanted to go there with Vienna. And I think we are both glad that we did it. Because it's completely different to the rest of Thailand, because it's a bit more rural, there's not a lot of people, and it's very, very, very authentic. You get a true authentic Thailand experience in terms of the people. You still get the market, and even the prices is a lot cheaper than what it is in Bangkok. Even though Bangkok is cheaper, it's a lot cheaper than what it is in Phuket.
It was just an authentic experience and a wonderful way to actually just throw yourself into the life of the people there, and more specifically to appreciate the Buddhist side and their way of life. It really, really was a beautiful way of opening up to meditation and getting a real feel of what it means and in what mindset one should be when you are meditating. But from there to the airport, where we would take our flight with
Air Asia
to our next destination, which is
Bangkok!
next time on Kiwi Travel Adventures. So after that, we went back with the Sky Train to MBK to try the long-awaited hot pot experience, and thereafter everything happens through a robot. After checking in, we took the BTS Sky Train to the ancient city in Bangkok. Now this is the main hub where they have everything on display of olden day Thailand.